Hello, and welcome to our April edition of News in the Nest.
As always, we're your hosts, Steven Sarabona.
And Aaliyah Santiago.
And we are so excited to bring you our Eastery April episode.
First up, we have Tobin, our sports expert, to bring us all the athletic events this month.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the April edition of Sports in the Nest. We've had a real good month, so let's recap it. So far, the men's soccer team is off to a 4-0 start, while the women's soccer team is 4-1 currently. As for our men's golf team, they're currently 1-1 with a tie, a win, and a loss. And as for our men's tennis team, they are currently sitting at 3-4. So all around, we've had really solid performances. Giovanna for the girls' soccer team and Max Hill for the men's soccer team. Currently, Max is averaging 4 goals a game, and they've had a score differential in their games of 20-1. So that's all I got for now. I'll see y'all next month, and thank you.
Thanks, Tobin.
And with playoffs just around the corner, be sure to keep supporting all of our W athletes.
Now let's hop to another kind of competition.
Here's Dean with the scoop on our recent chess competition.
What's up, News and the Nesters? I'm here with Briggs Murray, a chess club captain hopeful. And today, we're highlighting the chess club. The chess club is one of the most highly respected and oldest clubs in all of TSSM history. And they just had a chess tournament April 2nd. In the South Carolina Scholastic Championship, 19 students competed, and 2 of them, Grant Kaiser and Oliver Topkins, won 3 out of 5 of their chess games. But chess club members are gearing up for a second tournament, this time to decide the fate of chess club captain for the incoming school year. Chessers, good luck to all our chess club members and checkmate.
Thanks, Dean.
On the 10th, Girl Up had an event to discuss male feminism.
I'm sure, like an Easter egg, you're all dying to hear about it.
Well, you're in luck because Zach did an interview with the Girl Up Club president, Alani.
I'm here with Alani, and we're going to be interviewing about male feminism and the Girl Up Club in general. Hi, Alani.
Hi.
Could you please briefly explain what Girl Up is for those who don't know?
So basically, Girl Up is our club to talk about feminism. So today we did a discussion about male feminism, which is really the ways that men can benefit from and are affected by feminism, and also how they can support feminism. But we focus on issues such as like mental health, and like gender equality, of course, and also menstrual equity. So we have a period chapter also in our club, where we focus on menstrual equity.
Okay, cool. What is a good way for students to speak out on the topics mentioned today?
A good way for students to speak out on the topics mentioned today are to talk about it with their friends, really change to promote positive changes happen within individuals and then smaller groups so we can create like societal change. So talk about it with your friends, and then also I would say if you see any interesting posts on social media, you can share it that way.
Absolutely. The internet is definitely a powerful way to spread influence. I think it's great that males can be involved in the movement of feminism, but I was wondering, how has the origin of feminism led to the modern understanding, kind of like you mentioned today?
Okay, so basically feminism has been described in terms of waves. So there are 4 waves of feminism. The first one was to get suffrage. That suffrage movement was really for the rights for white women to vote. And then over time, the different ways of feminism became more inclusive and addressed more issues. And today, the goal of feminism is to basically get liberation for different intersections of identity. So that includes gender, race, class, everything like that.
Okay, thank you. If you could sum up the message from today, what would you say are some of the most important parts?
Okay, so basically, what I would say is, 1, if you're a man, do not feel like you need to bottle up your emotions. Masculinity is really associated with being cold and stoic, and that can be really harmful to your mental health. And then also, you shouldn't feel like you have to be quiet about things like assault or really just the way that you feel. I feel like that was a really big one. We had a long discussion about that today.
I agree. That was a good discussion. Okay. How can students help with promoting women's rights just in general?
To promote women's rights and I guess gender equality is, for example, if you're in a classroom and you see someone is being spoken over who is part of an oppressed group, so they're a woman or they're non-binary, you can support their ideas and be like, hey, did you hear this idea that they said? Rather than taking their idea and saying it or just ignoring them altogether.
Okay, thank you. And then lastly, are there different types of feminism?
There are definitely different types of feminism. Since feminism today is intersectional, we have types of feminism such as ecofeminism, which promotes environmental consciousness. And then we also have feminism that supports menstrual equity. And we have, there's so many different types of feminism, yeah.
Okay, well thank you, Alani.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Zach. That was extremely informative.
This month, we all got an extremely needed break from all the studying we do around here.
Yes, and James is asking some students how they will be spending their spring break.
Well, hello, Martin. How you doing today?
What's up, James? I'm doing good.
That's good to hear. So, spring break's about the end of this week, right? So, what are you doing for spring break?
I'm probably gonna get my driver's license finally.
Wow.
I've been scared to drive since I crashed my dad's car, but I really feel that this thing, I'm finally gonna make it.
You know what? That's good to hear, man. I wish you a lot of luck with your driver's license and all that.
Thank you, James.
Of course.
So hey Jace, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, how about you?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice Tuesday, sun shining, birds are chirping, all that stuff. So I have a question for you.
What's the question?
What are you doing for spring break?
Probably gonna spend time with family, probably gonna eat a lot of food and get hopefully enough sleep.
Yeah, you know, I completely understand. Sleep's pretty high on my priority list too. So I got you. Well, thank you, Jace, for being here.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
You too.
Well, hello, John. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing pretty fine. You know, the sun's out and I feel pretty good.
It's a solid Tuesday afternoon, yeah.
I agree. So, spring break, end of this week, right? What are your plans?
Well, okay. So I know my old school, they don't have spring break this coming week. So I think I might stop by them like on Friday. I'm from Charleston, so I'm definitely trying to hit up the downtown, spend time with family. I like to watch a movie with my brother. Not sure what movie we're gonna watch though, but we'll figure it out, you know. But other than that, I'm not sure.
You know, that actually sounds pretty cool. I'm down with that. Well, thank you for having us, John, and I hope you enjoy your pizza.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, hello, Zoha. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. My spring break's coming up, and I'm kind of ready to leave. Just a little bit.
I'm ready for you guys.
You know what? I respect that. I understand. So, with this week of freedom, what are you going to be doing?
So I'll still be in school, so I'll have a lot of homework to do. And then later that weekend, I'll be going to the beach. So that's about it. Just school, and then the beach, and then you guys come back.
Sounds like a pretty nice, mini vacation, so to speak, from your job. I don't know how to really put that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Really excited.
Don't worry, we are too.
I'm sure.
Well, thank you for having us, Zoha.
Of course. Thank you for asking me this question.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, James. Hey, Steven, what are you up to over spring break?
Over spring break, I'm only doing the most fun thing. I got my wisdom teeth pulled.
Ooh, fun.
I know. And what have you been up to?
I started my college search.
Good times. Another big event on campus was prom.
And here's Taylor to give us all the details.
The prom is held on April 30th at the Hartsville Country Club. The theme of the prom was Roaring 20s, and the prom committee worked really hard to help put all the decorations together. Seniors got to drive their own cars and bring guests to the prom, and many people went out to dinner and took pictures beforehand. Thank you to everyone who was involved, and we hope you didn't miss it and had a great time.
Thanks, Taylor, for cracking that prom news, and thanks to everyone who helped out.
Yes, we've had a lot of good times with the episode, but now it is time to talk about some bad things.
Exams are coming up sooner than you may think, but don't worry, Mary and Lupita have some tips to help you out.
Hi everyone! I know that exams are a stressful time and some anxiety is starting to set in as exams come closer. But don't worry because I have some testing tips to help you be successful. Tip number 1, start studying as soon as possible. By now, we've all been through at least one exam week for midterms and we all know how crazy that week is. With AP exams also taking place during the same week, it's a good idea to get a head start on studying so that you can get a good night's rest before all of your exams. Tip number 2, pay attention to the adjusted schedules. AP exam week and final exam week are insane, and the schedule changes almost every day. So be sure to pay attention to these changes so you don't miss any of your classes. Tip number 3, as tempting as it may be, don't pull an all-nighter to study. You need at least 6 hours bare minimum a night, okay? I promise any studying that you get done in that time that you are not asleep will not benefit you.
Thanks, Mary. Another exciting event that was held this month was the Coffee House. Students were able to go to Crema and perform, with students playing instruments, singing, and overall putting on a great show for all of us who attended.
Thanks. And that's it for our Eastery episode of News in the Nest.
I hope all of our puns cracked you up, and comment how many you think there were for a special shout out on the next episode.
As always, we're your hosts, Steven Sarabona
and Aaliyah Santiago. That's all, yokes.